radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Oh, yo! Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Good morning, Powers.
Good morning, Beef.
And it's a very special show for me this morning because I have a co-host that I truly love.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. You're a gem and a dear friend as well.
Okay, so
I love you too.
Pump the brakes, Powers.
What?
You know, we're platonic, you know, and yeah, I got love for you. I'm not gonna lie about that. But you didn't even let me finish.
Oh.
Who I love more than any other person in the entire universe.
The entire universe?
The entire universe, yes. And my longest running co-host of the entire run of me as a radio host. Ever since my days up in Phoenix, TMI, and then coming down here, Beef Vegan Presents, I'd like to reintroduce to the world my beautiful daughter, Veal Vegan. Good morning, Veal.
Good morning.
Yes. So I got Veal hanging out just to keep me in check all morning long and show off that award-winning teenage attitude that I get on a regular basis. Veal Vegan has lived up to her name in many different ways. I named her Veal Vegan back when she was in grade school because I had a couple stalker issues. And then eventually she actually turned into a real vegan, and she's been going on this veganism thing that's been driving me mad. But yeah, she's here. Did you bring any meat products to eat, to snack on this morning?
Obviously not.
Okay, so that's very vegan-like on you. And she's gonna talk very soft. And this, I feel like, look, I'm glad that I have you in right now because I want to ask you this question in front of Tucson. Are you talking softer and softer every day to F with me because I'm going deafer and deafer every day? Because that's what it seems like. I mean, I've been in front of loudspeakers now for like a couple decades.
Yeah.
You know, DJ and in a band and just rock and roll in general, right? And I know that after wearing headphones cranked at 11 for a long period of time, eventually, you know, the hearing starts to, worsen, and that's where I'm at. I'm getting deaf as I'm growing older. Mm-hmm. I know this, right? And my daughter knows this, but my daughter is a soft talker extraordinaire, and I don't know where she got that from because she definitely didn't inherit that from me. So are you soft talking around the house mainly just to F with me?
No.
I'll give you an example. Last night, she's in the kitchen, whipping together some kind of vegan dinner. I'm imagining it's like cabbage and rabbit food. And I'm in the living room, and she's got her back towards me, right? So she's not even, her mouth isn't even pointing in the direction of my body, right? And then she starts talking to me, asking me a question or giving me some facts. And, I hear like slight, like mumbling in the background, or like, it's almost like a mouse across a field about 100 yards away from me. I kind of hear just a little bit like beep, 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 beep. That's all I register.
Yeah.
And I got the TV on in front of me. I got the laptop in my lap, doing the show work. And I hear beep, beep, beep. And then all of a sudden, are you even listening? Like, what? you were talking?
I'm so annoyed.
How are you so annoyed?
I said it like 10 times.
10 times under your breath. See,
Each time I would get louder and louder.
Yeah, but what she wouldn't do is walk in the same room as me and look me in the eye and have a conversation. No, wouldn't do that. And the soft talking thing is not just to me. Like the other day, we went up to Casa Grande to meet up with my mom because my daughter was going to go school shopping up there. Mm-hmm. And we stop at the Olive Garden and we're ordering, and we go to order, and everyone goes. And when Veal starts ordering, she talks so soft, the waitress starts leaning in. And she's like, I'm sorry, babe. What? I'm sorry. What did you say? Every single thing that she said, she had to do a double and a triple take leaning in. It got so bad that by the time she ordered her actual entree, the waitress is sitting in my lap and leaning like an inch away from my daughter's face. Like, I can't hear you. Like, are you talking out loud? Or are you thinking in your head and thinking that everyone can hear this? Are you Professor Xing me right now?
Perfect to
feel
join
like
the
I'm
radio.
talking loud.
Yeah, but you're
But-
yeah. Well, you feel like you're talking loud, really?
Yeah, like I try to speak up, but it just like comes out quietly.
Is it the hormones that make you all shy? And are you insecure about speaking?
No.
Okay, you want people to hear you, right?
Yeah.
You know, I do think that soft talking is a sign of intelligence, though.
Okay.
The loudest people in the room are usually the dumbest.
The hell you say?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry, bud. So so at least I got a soft talking brainiac
There
in the
you go.
family.
Hey, between her and me, we'll even you out nice and good today. I'll be a nice medium.
Yeah.
Good balance.
Yeah. You know, and I feel confident as a dad. You know, I'm not the best dad, but I feel like I raised a daughter that's smarter than the CEO of Cane's.
It's true.
Yeah. So, you know, this week we talked about how the CEO of Cane's bought $100,000 worth of Mega Million lottery tickets for what he says is his employees.
Yeah.
And then if they won the Mega Millions jackpot, everyone would have got like $17,000 and there would have been a nationwide walkout of Cane's. That's a guarantee. So he wasn't even thinking it through.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Now, fortunately enough for the CEO of Cane's, they did not win. But that means he lost $100,000. It's okay though. He's a millionaire. But you know, most people who are smart enough and in that position would take that as a lesson, being like, okay, you know, we tried. Ha ha ha. That's funny. And that's enough. Walk away. You got to know when to walk away. I'm going to do a beef tip later on by Desert Diamond Casinos. And I stress the fact and the point of walking away, knowing when to lick your wounds and just go.
Yeah.
You know, and not just stay there and get slaughtered.
Yeah.
But nobody got the memo to the CEO of Cane's because now he's doubling down. He's like,
I was gonna say, is he doubling down?
yeah. Well, I mean, you could tell he's a little wounded because, yes, it started with $100,000. Now he's down to $50,000. He's like, okay. But I'm still buying lottery tickets for everybody, guys, because it's $1 billion. Don't we all want to be rich? Meanwhile, he's the only one that's rich.
Yep.
In a mass email to a bunch of teenagers who just dropped out of school and be like, I don't even know if I can pay rent. But yes, go ahead and spend money on a lottery ticket for me. So he goes on and states that he's doing this. And he actually got interviewed about it just yesterday. This is Todd Graves, the founder of Raising Cane's, who bought $50,000 worth of Mega Million lottery tickets. And here's what he had to say. Ridiculous, right?
That's
Now,
illogical.
Now, here is the $1 million question. Somebody asked, why don't you just give the money you're spending on tickets to employees?
Well, what does that equal?
Right. Well, I mean, still, if you have all this money to blow, right? I mean, throw a bonus out there. Do some kind of bonusing. $100,000 can be like divided amongst stores for like a $500 bonus for best performance of the week.
Maybe, but I think we did the math. Isn't it like 50,000 employees? It means that they'd each get $3 at this point for $150,000.
So you're encouraging this. You got,
yes.
You know what though? Nobody is ever going to take financial advice from you. And it's not that you're a terrible person, because you're not. But yeah, how many credit cards do you have that aren't maxed out? There you go. All right. So when they asked how much, or why didn't they give the money they're spending on tickets to employees, they said this.
This is it.
Sure. Yeah, that's what they all say. Every casino dealer could be like, could tell you right now, oh, it's not it.
He goes, they've called so many numbers, they must be running out. We're sure to win this time.
Exactly. Yeah, so we'll see. The Mega Millions jackpot is a $1.2 billion right now. So the lottery fever is a fever pitch, if you will. All right, let's get ready for your morning moron.
Sure,
See,
I'm excited for
damn
that.
it, Veal Vegan, you're throwing me off my game.
She's not even doing anything.
You're grounded.
Oh.
All right, morning morons coming up next. Stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. This is Five Finger Death Punch. I'm just kidding. I love you. Clear. All right. You didn't have audio on my video? I know you had audio on my video. I seen it. I done seen it. We just did a tease here with ZeeCee is our guest this morning. Of course, Veal Vegan's our guest as well. You've seen her. Good morning, everybody. And I just kind of half did a tease, but I kind of fucked up the tease. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was not called fingering.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, well.
I thought you were just being a crass idiot.
No. Oh, man, you're attacking me today, Powers.
Not even a little.
You know what? My daughter's rubbing off on you. No, they are faking it. Let's see. They call it finger syncing.
Okay.
Yeah, so
like
I
lip
was
syncing. Okay.
Yeah, like many things. I'm not attempting to be crass. I'm just mixing up the words in my brain and saying it wrong, right? So I see finger syncing and I think fingering.
Right.
Not good.
No,
I know, but I mean, I've had plenty of examples of me mixing up words in my mind and then spewing out the wrong type of words. Oh, and you probably see behind me, I got ZeeCee's fiance. Can you see? Yeah. So that's the lady in the background is waving, and yes, so you're not seeing things. So okay, you hear the audio. We're gonna have ZeeCee perform for us here in a little bit. He has a video release show at Artabella on 4th Avenue. What about this video? Like, is it, where'd you shoot this video?
So we actually went and shot this video up at Hidden Lakes outside Buckeye, Arizona. It's a place that we actually performed at a festival at about a year ago.
Yeah, with black bottom lighters and all that.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people there for sure. It was a great festival, a lot of memories. It was a really cool lake. It was just, we couldn't think of any better place to shoot the video.
Yeah, no, that looks cool. And I saw little clips of that on your social media. And that hidden lake out in Buckeye, I was surprised by how beautiful that looked. I stayed out in Buckeye for a while when I was like 18, 19 years old. And it was just trailers and meth houses. So to see like something in place that looked like it almost looked like a paradise in a way, or Rocky Point. I was just like, where's this awesome beach at? And they're like, oh, that's Hidden Lake in Buckeye. I'm like, fucking Buckeye?
Of all places, right?
Of all places. But yeah, it looked like it was a fantastic show that you put on too. So you captured that music video. And then are you going to be performing that song for us in studio?
Yes, I will be.
Nice.
For sure.
See? That's spot on. So we have a lot of catching up to do with ZeeCee. I've actually featured him for 15 Seconds to Follow on the show. He's one of the first artists I featured.
Is that where I heard him?
That's where you heard him. Me tripping over his name, trying to figure it out. And so it's been a long time coming. And I recently caught up with ZeeCee at 191 Tool. And then I saw that he was doing this video release party. And so I said, fuck it. Come on in, dude. Perform some songs for us. So that's where we're at. All right, 5 seconds going to be live on the radio. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. And now the tease that I was attempting to say before we played Linkin Park, it was not nationwide fingering that's happening that's making people concerned. It's called finger syncing.
Oh,
yes. Okay. So this is a sinister epidemic that is happening across America, and people are upset about it. It's people pretending to play the violin while they're busking.
Oh man,
they're just playing a recording and syncing it up. That's what they're doing.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And so and then they kind of they figure out how to look like they're playing the violin, and then they get people to give them tips. And it's not illegal to perform in public for tips, and it's not illegal to mime playing an instrument. But there's nothing dangerous about it at all. And no one is forcing anyone to toss money to these people who are finger syncing. But apparently law enforcement sources claim that scammers could be a part of some kind of traveling organized group that's hustling people out of their hard-earned cash. Apparently it's such a big deal that there's multiple news reports on this. People are upset about finger syncing. I'm going to show you, we're going to play some audio and some video. I want to show you this. And I'm showing this to you, ZeeCee. I know you know how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
Which is good. And yeah, sure, you could play an instrument and busk and win money, or, you could just fake it and make money as well. At the end of the day, those checks still cash.
That's right.
Okay. So I'm sure there's going to be an ad. But I'm going to show you this scammer who got caught on News Channel 3 somewhere. And it was like a hot take. They're like, they kept a close eye on their fingers.
And then they were like, you're doing it. And they confront him?
A little bit. Well, here's the news report. So
From Florida to Maryland and even in Michigan, police across the country have been warning the public about people pretending to play violins to solicit money.
Aghast.
It is happening locally too. News Channel 3's Chris Yu saw a performer this afternoon and joins us live in studio to explain what happened here.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Erica, law enforcement call this a nationwide issue.
Blah, 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 blah,
for
blah. Here we go.
food and rent. So I asked him about his performance. Outside the Portage Target, this man is aiming for donations. With a violin and a sign that reads, "Dad with 3 kids, please help for food and rent." But a News Channel 3 viewer told me he's worried the man is deceiving people. Is it okay if we get some video of you playing? So this afternoon, we approached him.
He's like,
Right?
How good, and what definition is it? 720 or is it 4K?
yeah.
Why is this dude here with the camera? He
Yeah.
thinks he's like,
Right. Yeah, here we go. Let's see.
Sir? You don't speak English?
You wrote a nice sign.
Okay. Can we get some video of you playing?
It started playing before
Oh my
he
gosh.
was caught off guard and it started playing. He didn't even move his hands. So yeah, this is an epidemic apparently.
You gotta love that's happening in our town. Hey, Chris, can you go find someone on the street who's totally full of this? We know we got one. We saw him at the grocery store. Yeah, he was homeless, begging for money. Let's get him.
Yeah, what they didn't report on, meanwhile, actually behind their backs while they were shooting this, someone was robbing a bank, but they were too focused on this. We're going to watch more of this live news fail on the podcast broadcast stream. You can join us there, youtube.com/beefvegan. More with ZeeCee Keeley when we return right after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Okay, so that was on the air. Now we're on the podcast stream. I want to see more of this. Check
Right
this
now.
Yeah.
The man was not playing his violin when the violin music started playing on the speaker. We got some viewers concerned about that you're not actually playing the violin here. Just wanted to get your perspective of what's going on here. I'm with Channel 3, by the way. You don't speak English, but your sign is English. Who made the sign for you? The man would not say anything else.
I said he
as
kind of
packed
laughed
up
too
and
when he
left.
said that.
Yeah.
He's like,
Police across the country say they've seen similar performers in their jurisdictions too. The Pinellas Park Police Department in Florida urged the public to, quote,
Florida, man.
be smart and safe with your hard-earned money.
Yeah, so I mean, let me ask you guys on the stream would you be offended that somebody was faking a performance while busking on the street, even if they had like the sob story sign? I mean, you're like, do you even have kids?
I would love to be like with like my girlfriend or with someone who then falls for it and then realizes it. That's what I would love to see. And I think it would be the funniest thing on earth.
it'd definitely be funny. I honestly I'd kind of be offended because like when I'm seeing a street performer and I'm really like, wow, this is cool. And that's what really urges me. Like this person's talented.
Yeah.
I want to reward them for the hard work they're putting into their talent, you know?
Right.
I would definitely feel like a little, being a musician, myself, I'd be like, whoa, man, put in the time to learn the craft and then make money off it.
He didn't play this by accident. He's had this in his back pocket because we're going to be looking at you close when you play. We're looking right at those hands, making sure.
All right, stop with that.
I got a backtrack in my pocket.
He's got a backtrack in his pocket.
Yeah, Kyle says at least he's trying, and it's true. At least he is trying. I'd say the red flag on this and the giveaway is the amp in general. You don't necessarily need that for a string instrument. You can be loud enough.
Good point.
Yeah. So, and with backing tracks and everything. But I don't know. It's something that I kind of want to do as a video bit. And I want to see how much money I can make. I have no shame in my game. You know, I'll finger sync all day long, son.
Right? I blame TikTok.
Yeah, it was TikTok. They've been
All that
syncing
lip
everything.
All the lip
dancing.
syncing,
That's
yeah.
right. They're obsessed with it. You know who's going to be really upset by this? Milli Vanilli. That's right.
Okay, calm the fuck down with the shtick, bro. Keep it real. Now, okay, so I'll say this. That's actually not a bad idea. With the lip syncing and the TikTok. So say if you just lip sync a busk on the street, because that's what the kids actually appreciate now. So if you get it down where you could actually like a lip sync a whole routine, you can still busk. There's no rules to busking.
There's no rules to busking. There's no rules to
True.
begging.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I went to growing up. I used to go to Fisherman's Wharf, which is Pier 39 in San Francisco, a major tourist destination. It's beautiful. If you ever go out to that area, you definitely got to check it out. And they have tons of buskers and always have been. My entire life growing up, I've seen some amazing performances where you can't believe your eyes. Also, I've seen guys pretend to be robots. I'm pretty sure they weren't robots, bro.
Yes.
They still got money.
Phony statues. All
Yeah.
you're doing standing still.
Right. Yeah. Are you really a statue? Well, you still got my money, statue.
Yeah.
So, you know,
One of the best things I ever actually saw was in Hawaii. A dude was dressed like a bush. So he's
Okay.
just sitting there in the middle of the night. He's dressed like a bush, and then people walk by, and he just pops out at them and scares the.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
Oh, it
before.
was the best.
I was
It
in
was
Ve-
the
I was,
best.
I was in Vegas once, and I was Fremont Street. You know how everyone can pay for those little circles for the street performances and
Okay.
stuff. So up and down Fremont, you can like pay for a street performance plot basically,
Oh.
and people will come in and they'll do all kinds of weird stuff. I
Yep.
think one of the most strange ones I've seen is there was a dude there who was charging people $20 to kick him as hard as they possibly can in the nuts.
Wow.
ooh, live jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's and he wouldn't react. Like I saw a couple hard kicks, and he just straight takes it.
He's
Think
like,
he
I
was
got no
wearing-
nuts.
Yeah. Was he wearing a cup? You think?
Even with
No.
a cup, it
It
hurts.
hurts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get used to it. Yeah, you
Weird.
know. I mean, well, I guess you could only come so much. So that's why
Jeez.
after the first one, he reacts. And then after that, he's just kind of numb to it.
Yeah.
The guy sounds like he likes it. But then it does make sense that they rent those spots. And that's smart of the city, honestly. And then that way you just have like elite level street performers.
Yeah, and then no random people can just cruise up and start performing. You have to have one of those plots, or
Right.
the cops will kick you out like ASAP.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
In New York City, it's the same thing. They don't have plots, but they are kind of like designated spots, and you have to have an entertainer's license and performer's license for that day at the time, and they'll check you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's and that's good. So Naked Cowboy spends a lot of money to walk around being the Naked Cowboy.
To a degree, yeah.
Ah,
He probably makes money doing it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure about the Times Square ones because they're kind of there. But no, they must pay for it.
yes,
They
I think
pay
they
for it.
do.
They
Yeah,
do.
I absolutely do think they do. All right. So here's what's going on. We got ZeeCee in studio. We're gonna get him ready for a live in studio performance, which I'm super stoked about. I've had my daughter Veal Vegan hanging out with us all morning long. Before I get into Morning Moron, if you haven't heard this, I'm gonna relive this misery and pain. This is what was said to me. It was a revelation of sorts. This is part of our running Facebook question that you guys can go comment on our Rock 1 2.1 Facebook page. But check this out. And this is the first I've heard this.
So I was talking to mom and I asked her, why did you and dad break up? And she was just like, well, he's lazy. She said that you were lazy and fat and that she didn't love you anymore. And I was like, oh,
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, why are you laughing?
because it's sad.
Because it's sad.
It's
Jesus. That's the reason why everyone breaks up with me.
Look at his sad face.
Wait a second. Does your mom even have a job right now?
No.
Exactly. I'm still fat though. Yep.
I mean,
That's fucking radio, man.
that's right.
We're doing
That's all right.
radio.
It's a good time.
Yeah, thanks, Manny. He said brutal. Yeah, I know. Brutal. I mean, yeah, Weirdo said fucking brutal. Yeah, you know, we were in our 20s and whatever. I mean, it's usually the reason why most of them are on the way out, but for whatever reason, it's super attractive on the way in. They're just like, oh, I love this lazy fat guy. And then after a while, that gets old. I don't know. So yeah. So we've had a good time today. Basically, to sum it up real quick. Now, earlier this morning, we did a round of the last word. In case you missed it, went a little something like this. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. What is it? Thursday morning. I want to play a game. Now on the phone, I got two contestants. On line one, I have Julia. Good morning, Julia.
Good morning.
And line two, I have Aaron. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to play a round of the last word. Winner's going to get a 4-pack of tickets to the culinary experience. But real quick, Aaron was quick to point out that during the sudden death round between Powers and my teenage daughter, Veal Vegan, in the last word, that Powers actually cheated and named 5 different names for rallies.
That's not true.
Rallies, Checkers, Hardee's. It's all the same place.
It's not
It
the
just
same place.
depends on the truck stop. And Aaron was quick to point that out. And I was thinking the same thing. And I agree with Aaron. So you cheated against the minor so you could win. Do you feel better about yourself, Powers?
W is a W. I feel great.
Okay.
You know, we all put a great effort out there. I wish that.
All right, that's enough. Let's get into the last word. Here we go. We got 3 rounds, 30 seconds on the clock. We're going to start off with Julia in round 1. Whoever gets the last word in the best of 3 is going to win the 4-pack of tickets to the culinary experience. Good luck. All right, Julia, 30 seconds on the clock. Name a food that is deep fried and go.
Chicken.
Deep fried chicken. All right, Aaron.
Tacos.
Tacos. Okay, Julia.
Donuts.
Donuts. Yes, Aaron.
Pork chops.
Okay, Julia.
Potatoes. French fries.
Yep. All right, Aaron.
Donuts.
She already said donuts. Say, give me another one.
Zucchini.
Zucchini. Yes, Julia.
Okra.
Oh, okra. Yes. Aaron.
Mozzarella sticks.
Oh, yes. Oh, Aaron snuck in the last word. Well, Aaron snuck in the last word on the first round. So the score is Aaron 1, Julia 0. Julia, you have to win this next round to stay in the game, okay?
All right.
All right. And okra was an excellent answer.
That's
Somebody's been to
great.
Famous Dave's.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's go to Aaron. You're going to start off round 2. 30 seconds on the clock. Name a vegetable. Go.
Cucumber.
Cucumber. Okay. Julia.
Celery.
Celery. Aaron.
Carrot.
Yep. Julia.
Tomato.
Nope.
Tomatoes are fruit.
Onion.
Okay. Well, that's lettuce.
Say what?
Lettuce.
Lettuce. Okay. Aaron.
Broccoli.
Okay. Julia. Oh,
Aaron has done it.
Oh, Aaron, you are the king of the vegetable knowledge, man. So, Julia, unfortunately, that means Aaron got you 2 rounds to 0. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I wish I had an extra 4-pack of tickets to give away, but that means Aaron is the winner and got the last word. So, congratulations, Aaron. Stay in the line. I'm going to give all your info, and then we'll see you at the culinary experience this Saturday at Casino del Sol.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right.
Never forget that a tomato is a fruit.
Yes, I know. That's how. All right, we're back here. It's me and ZeeCee. Powers went out after he broke something. Fucking guy. And how you doing, ZeeCee?
Doing pretty good, man. How are you doing?
Good. I'm pulling up this. We're gonna get ready. I want to do some talking with you here before we get into live studio performance, and we're gonna be talking here live on the air. So the video premiere party is presented by Sublime. Sublime what? Is that a dispensary or?
So it's a cannabis brand.
Okay,
They
cannabis.
sell at most major dispensaries in Arizona and then a few other states too that are rec.
So yeah, you're gonna give away free giveaways, pre-rolls, and everything else.
Yes, sir.
Now this at Artabella, of course, that's the marijuana friendly bar. Love it.
Mhm.
So are you gonna be performing it all too, along with playing the video?
So not on Friday night. So this is basically, it's like a 2-night thing, but the second night isn't at Artabella. So the first night's just a video premiere celebration. We're gonna
Okay.
have our friend Randy Vega performing.
Yeah, we've had Randy in just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy's a good guy. Sounds really good. So he'll be performing live, and then you're playing the music video, and so you'll be sitting there smoking a bunch of weed,
Hanging out.
hanging out.
Exactly. You got it.
That's fantastic, and it's free too. With food and drinks. They got their restaurant open already?
Yeah. So their food's really good, man. They have a birria ramen that is fire. I've tried. So I mean, and the quesadilla tacos, it's all good. I like all the food that I've had from them so far.
Yeah, I gotta stop by again. It's been too long. That's great. Let me pull up some old school pictures because what we're gonna talk about here is some of your friends. One friend in particular. Can you guess who I'm talking about?
Oh man. Let's see. A lot of people like to ask me about Dante. But...
That's right.
Yeah. Yep, that's usually one of the first people ask me about.
Right.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching the stream, you're like, Dante who? I'm about to give you an idea. You're going to recognize Dante right off the bat. Dante is not a household name, but, he's a cult icon of sorts for fans of Adam Sandler movies and Grandma's Boy. Grandma's Boy essentially was his biggest known role, I would assume. Would you think? Where's your picture of you and Dante on here?
It might be on my personal page. I don't know
Oh,
if
we're not friends personally? Oh.
I'm pretty sure you're on my personal page too. That's what I've been messaging you from.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out in studio with ZeeCee Keeley, who's performing this Saturday here. He's performing Saturday, but he has a video release show happen at Artabella. And Artabella is located on 4th Avenue. So it's going to be cool. So before we get into more details on that and on the podcast broadcast, a live studio performance from ZeeCee for the very first time, and talk about his friends. Now, ZeeCee, you've been in the game making music for how long?
I've been playing music at least locally since I was about 12 years old.
Okay.
I'm almost 30. So I've been at it for a little while.
So you grew up here in Tucson?
Yes, sir.
What high school?
I went to Mountain View.
All right, shout out Mountain View. All right, so and now you've been actually making waves, making friends, performing up in Phoenix a bunch. Where's some of the places you performed? Have you been around the country a little bit?
Mainly like a southwest region of the country. We've been through California, Nevada, Colorado. We've been through Texas, New Mexico, Salt Lake City, Utah. So I mean, we've slowly been branching out, webbing out more and more. They want us on the East Coast, but it's all about having the funds to get out there. So
yeah, it's tough though. But yeah, so you've been getting an online presence, putting out music, and you made friends. So I'm looking at a picture here, Dante. Dante, you may know him. What's Dante's last name again? I forgot.
That is his last name. His first name is Peter.
Oh yeah, Peter Dante. Peter Dante. So Peter Dante is Adam Sandler films. You recognize him, and you probably know him best from Grandma's Boy. He was the weed dealer, naked all the time. Peter Dante, Mr. Good Looking, and Peter Dante has also been in the news when he went full Karen out in LA. Yep. You talked to him about that, right?
Yes, I did. I messaged him the day after. I was like, bro, why do you keep ending up on TMZ?
Yeah. It's like
he was like, they love me, baby.
Yeah. And Dante, like, I'm a fan of Peter Dante's. I think he's very charismatic. I grew up watching him, right? Yeah. But Dante, never go full Karen.
Yeah.
Never go full Karen.
Yep.
And Dante performs music as well, reggae music. He's a big fan of it and the band. But I do want to give him a word of advice, unsolicited advice as well, just in case he ever watches this, which I'm sure he won't. But Dante, here's what you need to do, bro. I would stay away from the originals. I would play more cover songs or pop songs that are inspired like reggae style. That's what I want to see Peter Dante do in his music. I think he's an entertainer at heart, and he's a great entertainer, and he's very charismatic. You can't keep your eyes off the dude. He's a good looking dude, super tan, smoking lots of weed, bro. Who doesn't like Peter Dante? Except for, servers in LA. So I would go full blown, covers, and then that's a show that will sell. Peter Dante presents, a tribute to Bob Marley, tribute to Sublime, tribute to Revolution, tribute to ZeeCee Keeley. Do anything but your own songs, bro, please. And
So believe it or not, he does have a CD that he gave me that is majority Bob Marley covers, but he couldn't release it because he needs, he needs to get all the permissions and stuff to do so. But
he doesn't need to sell records. Nobody sells records anymore, anyways. Right. He needs to sell tickets. And if you're telling me you're going to be doing nothing but hits and also being out there, just keeping the party going and the vibes, that's something I'll buy tickets for. Yeah. You tell me that you're going to do 12 original songs, and I'll be like, I'll see you next time, bro. I'm going home to watch Grandma's Boy. I'm saying this again out of love and respect, Peter Dante. So I hope you get this message. All right, let's get this broadcast moving. I want a live performance here. It's been too long. We did 15 seconds to follow for ZeeCee Keeley. So he's popped up on a lot of your radars. So we're going to hear him live on the podcast broadcast next. So join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, clear. All right, without further ado, so the song that you're releasing a music video for this Friday is called what?
Under the Sun.
Under the Sun. Is that the first song that you're going to perform for us right now?
Yeah.
Okay, and Under the Sun, just a feel-good track. Anything about it that sticks out to you as a songwriter?
Honestly, I've seen a lot of competition in the music industry since I've been a part of it. And this song is kind of like it's a message to everyone that we are all kind of here together doing the same thing. So we might as well be here to uplift each other instead of trying to compete and bring each other down all the time.
I love that message. Yeah.
And ever since we've started this group, that's kind of been something that we've been really big on is bringing the community more together, bringing these artists together and sharing the stages instead of it being such a competitive, mindset with everyone. So that's kind of the inspiration more behind the song, that, and, a lot of the things going on in this world when it comes to like, there's still a lot of inequalities out there. There's people that are treated unfairly because of how they look or what they believe, and that's something that we're really against. We're all here on this earth, and we might as well just enjoy our lives and not care so much what other people do with theirs.
Right, and coexist. Have a good time. I love it. All right, well, let's get into it. It's Under the Sun by ZeeCee Keeley on the podcast broadcast. Check it out.
Yes, the wind blows through my hair from rolling down the windows, and I know everything will be alright. And we losing our minds from all these hours that we cruising. But we are here to bring the vibes tonight. This music that we play for you feels so energizing. Don't care about the haters always criticizing. We bring a message that's as bigger than ourselves. To understand, you must look within yourselves. We bring the rhythm and we love to bring the fire. We love to share our thoughts and our deep desires. We are when people come together and unite. Just feel the love and what it does, it's out of sight. Love and reggae music, we will strive. We have to come together to survive. Realize we are one under the sun. Yeah. And we moving, 'cause we love to see the dancing and grooving. We all come together for the love. And we singing, 'cause in our hearts this music's always ringing. All the worries of the world we rise above. It's not about the money, not about the fame. It's about treating other people the same. Like I said, it's so much bigger than ourselves. To understand, you must look within yourselves. We come together, smoke the air, we're getting higher. It's about this music that their souls admire. We are when people come together and unite. Just feel the love and what it does, it's out of sight. Love and reggae music, we will strive. We have to come together to survive. Realize we are one under the sun. Whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah. under the sun. Yeah.
ZeeCee Keeley right here on the podcast broadcast. Excellent job, dude. That sounded fantastic. Looked fantastic. And ZeeCee is performing again this Saturday, which I don't even know about your Saturday show, but the video release party where people are going to be smoking and Randy Vega is going to perform is happening this Friday, Artabella. And that's the reason why, one of the reasons why I wanted ZeeCee in studio. So excellent job. I would enjoy it even more if I didn't get kind of nauseous from that ceviche, honestly. Did you eat the whole thing? Well, I'm sure it's going to be great on Saturday, but I'm like, but yes, Artabella on 4th Avenue live performances from Randy Vega, free giveaways, pre-rolls, and a whole lot more. Now, let me ask you this, ZeeCee. This is going to be difficult for you to do, but as you're out there, people are going to be out there for you, right? In celebration of you and watching the video, you're going to feel obligated to smoke with everybody. Are you ready to take a hit with like everybody inside Artabella?
Challenge accepted. A lot of people that I've run into in the industry, they've kind of given me a nickname throughout my interactions with people, because I'm one of those guys that will just kind of keep smoking.
Yeah.
And so people like to call me the chimney. And the reason that is because, and this is my mindset when it comes to weed. As long as you keep packing bowls, I'm gonna keep smoking, right? So as long as you keep putting logs on the fire, the chimney's gonna keep smoking. So I'm like a fire in a way. As long as you keep putting logs on, I'll keep burning.
All right. Well, that's good. Yeah. And challenge accepted. So if you're out there, if you're looking to go smoke and try to outsmoke anyone or just smoke someone until the sun comes up, ZeeCee's there ready to do it. And I know he's not lying, because when I bumped into him at 191 Tool, he was actually smoking. It was on brand. I'm like, oh my God, the reggae artist who sings about smoking weed. That's amazing. Right. So you're keeping it real. All right. And the show that's happening on Saturday is at the Union Public House, and that's a free show as well. So both free shows, you can check out ZeeCee live. There'll be food, drinks, and positive vibrations happening at Union Public House at 7 p.m. And it ends at 10. So you're going to be performing for 3 hours, huh?
Yeah, so we're doing 3 45-minute sets on a lot of originals and a handful of covers as well. So
that's good. Yeah, booking it up. So have you performed at Union Public House before?
I have not, actually. They've been wanting us to play there. I know Jackson Weatherby was there from the Elevators. Ever since he performed over there, they've been trying to get us in there. But yeah, we're really excited.
Actually, they have a fantastic stage and setup there. Yeah, it is a huge stage and a huge setup. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go hit up Union. You see me? Yeah.
I definitely see a lot more shows happening there. They've been doing more and more, and it's just a really beautiful setting, especially when it's cooler out. Probably not so much during the summer, it being an outdoor place, but when fall, winter time, they get some. Even during the winter, they get some patio heaters out there. It'd still be a great place to have shows. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the wheels are turning, ZeeCee. Oh, I'm getting it back into the show game. The live concert game, and it's a lot of these artists that you performed with up in Phoenix I've booked and been building up for years as well. So we have a lot of mutual friends, and now it's time to get back in that game. I'm like, I had a lot of fun up in Phoenix, and now that we're back in this position, like, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a good time. All right, let's see. We got about 2 minutes before we get back on the air, and I do want another live performance, which I'm gonna have here in a little bit. Cool. And then we have some radio fodder. So we're going to mention both shows again, but we'll also talk about some, stuff.
Yeah, I'm down to chat about anything, man.
Okay, here, bring your fiance into the mix. Go ahead and sit over here. What was your name again? Cassie. All right, Cassie is ZeeCee's fiance. Now, how did you propose to her? Because I have a proposal fail. There's a man who botched a proposal in south of France by dropping the engagement ring into a pile of horse manure. Yeah. But he recouped, and now his fiance did say yes. But I think that's a bad omen. Like the relationship's gonna be shit. But so what? How did Cassie? How did Zachary ZeeCee propose to you?
We were at the Pima County Fair,
Okay.
and we were about
Mhm.
like leaving, and like that little patio area where it's really pretty.
Uh-huh.
About,
Like grassy courtyard area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all kind of alone, and
Yeah, no one around.
no one around, and he just kind of grabbed my hand and like looked me in the eyes, and he's like, "So I've been wanting to do this for a while, actually," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I tried doing it at work."
So the first time I've been planning it for a while. So I actually was gonna do it at a concert because
Okay,
we had
yeah.
a lot of big shows. I first tried to do it at Sublime with Rome when we opened up for them at the Marquee in Phoenix.
Right.
I asked because I wanted to do it on stage during like one of their performances. So I asked their tour manager if it'd be cool if I came out during one of their songs and did it.
Was
They
that
were like,
Chi or?
I don't remember who
Okay.
it was.
But he said no.
They were very no-go about it. And then I tried it again when we opened up for the Green at the Marquee like a month later. And then the same thing, tour management was like, no go, we don't want that.
You know what? I
So-
understand Sublime with Rome to a certain extent, but fuck that for the Green. Like, come
Yeah.
on, bro.
And they're like such a lovey band too. You would
Yeah.
think it to have someone propose at their show would be like really vibey. But I was like, whatever, cool. It's their show. I'm not gonna complain. I threw it out there just to,
Hold that thought real quick because we're gonna get back on the air.
Yeah.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out with ZeeCee Keeley, who just performed on the podcast broadcast, which he's going to do another song for us, Powers. And we actually have his fiance Cassie in studio as well. And we're asking them, like, how did ZeeCee propose? And he gave me the two scenarios where he was going to propose. It was going to be at shows, which is rightfully so, from a lot of people. And he asked the manager Sublime of Rome when he opened up for them if he could propose to his girl there. They said no, which I understand. And then he also opened up for the Green, asked the same thing to the manager of the Green, and they hard noed that, which infuriates me. For a band like the Green, which is all about love, and and also they're not Sublime of Rome. Yeah, where was the Green show at? Marquee as
It was
well?
at the Marquee as well.
Right. And it was it as packed as Sublime of Rome? Let me answer that for you. No.
Actually, you'd be surprised. The Green filled that place out. A lot of these Islander bands, they packed the place up.
Okay.
So
Yes, the reggae draw is strong, and especially in Arizona. There's lots of Rastafari, lots of it's a good looking crowd too. If you anyone out there listening, if you want to go to a concert where there's going to be smoking hot chicks surrounding you, it's going to be a reggae show. Like the Revolution show coming up at Casino del Sol. I guarantee you every hot girl in Tucson is going to be at that show. That's just how it is. All right. So the Green packed out the thing, but again, it's the Green, and a lot of people are there for the Green, not necessarily the band. And they said no to you there, so I'm pissed at them. Okay. What was the next scenario you were going to propose to her?
So then my next option was going to be a festival that was supposed to happen out in Buckeye at that Hidden Lake where the video was shot. It was going to be year 2 of that festival that I told you we first performed at. And that festival ended up falling through. It got canceled due to like ticket sales and stuff like that, I think. And so that was going to be my third option, but the whole festival got canceled.
So how long were you planning to propose to her, but kept pushing it back?
Probably like 3 or 4 months. I had it planned. And
Was it killing you?
Kinda, and my whole band knew too. They're like, so when's it gonna happen? So it's like, so finally at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I think the bad luck here is the fact that I keep trying to do it at shows.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just gonna do it on my own terms now. I'm not trying to do it on the terms of another band or show performance time or anything like that.
Yeah, I think the bad luck was doing it while you're opening. You should always do it when you're headlining, but at the same time, F that, the fact is, Sublime and Rome should have said yes too. Like, give me a break. If it's not cutting into their time, it doesn't matter. You were out there, representing, doing what you can to warm up the band, and you were asked to be a part of that show. So I get it though. I deal with these managers all the time. I've seen it. And once they get to a certain level, sometimes they could be asses. So, but I'm glad that it worked out. So you found a nice romantic spot at the Pima County Fair, right next to the deep fried Twinkies.
Exactly. The smell of kettle corn filled the air. You
It was
know,
amazing.
had a little bit of warm beer in my system. It was nice.
Let me tell you where you messed up, though, because he did mess up. Because you could have made this more customized for the fair. You should have asked one of the vendors there to deep fry your engagement ring. They could do that
Lord.
easily.
Oh,
No. Hear me out now. They do that easily. They get the batter and stuff. You put it and then just deep fry it real quick. And then you get this little thing and be like, here, try this. But don't stick it in your mouth. And then you open it up and reveal the ring. Now, I've worked at a restaurant that served Chinese food, and I've literally put engagement rings in fortune cookies.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, adorable, right? It's actually pretty cheesy, and I don't recommend it. But I'm saying the deep fried engagement ring, and you got that, and you're like, you think it's going to be like a mini onion ring. And who doesn't like a mini onion ring? You're like, oh, that's so sweet. And you're like, no, take off the batter. But boom, will you marry me? Right? Tell me that wouldn't have been smooth.
If I could hit rewind right now, I think that's the best bet, man. That's now I regret what I did.
Well, no,
don't have any regrets.
No, there's always the wedding rings, okay?
There you go.
All right, ZeeCee Keeley is doing a video release party this Friday at Artabella on 4th Avenue, and that's free. You can go to that, and it's smoker friendly. And on Saturday, he's actually performing for 3 hours, and that's a free show as well at Union Public House. Food, drinks, positive vibrations, all being offered there. Union Public House from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to have another live performance from ZeeCee on the podcast broadcast. And when we return, we'll give you a beef tip. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Yeah.
Clear. All right. Here we go. Round 2. Excellent job, Cassie. By the way, thank you for popping on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And that's a very sweet story. But again, yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. There's ZeeCee. You could have deep fried that engagement ring. That would have been fucking stellar. How many people have that story? I know you're bagging on it, but I would put that idea in your back pocket. Yeah. Yeah. So I know. All right. Let's get it ready there. Powers, get that camera ready. What's the next song that you're going to perform for us?
I will perform for you the first single I ever dropped.
Okay.
Lion.
The very first single. When did you write this song? If this is the first single you ever dropped.
I wrote this song probably about 5 years ago now.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And all right. So, and it's called Lion?
Lion, yeah.
All right. I don't know what's going on over there, so I'm distracted by Powers. But all right, well, let's just get right into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 2, ZeeCee Keeley. This song's called Lion. Check it out.
I feel high, feel like I'm soaring, like a lion on a mountain I'm roaring. Bring the clouds, bring the thunder and pouring. Open up your eyes and you'll see. When it comes down, there will be no hesitation. Be taken by a new kind of sensation. You'll see the rebel that's inside a new creation. Let the music set you free. 'Cause I feel a natural life with reggae music. As I see the world go by, you can't refuse it. As it brings a tear to your eye, you tend to use it. And then you try to make a better place. Oh, our young true grow old. 'Cause we are fit for a world that is cold. We won't bow down, for our souls are not sold. We'll be rebels till we die. It is said there will be a kind of music that brings a message too large to refuse it. We must listen to that message, not abuse it. And in your heart you will feel free. So feel the rhythm. Let love take you on this journey. Forget about this crazy world that's so concerning. Let the love in your heart that it's yearning. Reggae music is the key. Oh, oh, ooh, oh, 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 yeah. Oh, oh. Like I said, I'm roaring and soaring with reggae music. I'm adoring and I'm smoking the kaya and getting higher and higher. Yes, I'm laughing and dancing to this music that's romancing. And I see the bigger picture that this music is enhancing. That is love, respect, peace, and don't neglect. We're gonna wake you up and we'll make you feel lively. Lift you up and we'll make you feel irie. Listen up, for the message speaks so clearly. Reggae music is the music that will set you free.
Yeah, ZeeCee Keeley. Why'd you kick Cassie out of the studio, Powers? That was so rude.
I didn't mean to. I just wanted to make room.
Excellent job, dude. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Again, the shows are happening this weekend, Friday and Saturday. I'll probably be out there, Artabella on Friday. I won't be able, I'm not chimney like though. I won't be able to hang with you that hardcore. In fact, I'll be the guy that I'll take a couple hits and then not talk to you for the rest of the night. So be ready for that.
Yeah, some of the members in my band, they hardly smoke, if not like very occasionally or like right before bed. And it's not for everyone, man. I'm not saying everyone should be puffing away like a chimney all day like me. It affects everyone differently. Some people only like edibles. Some people only like CBDs. There's so many different things and ways you can enjoy the substance. So
you're absolutely right about that. Yeah, nice. Well, ZeeCee Keeley is our guest on the podcast broadcast all morning long. We're going to wrap things up with our beef tip and one last plug right after this. But this morning, in case you missed F My Life, it was a good one and went a little something like this. Damn it, Buck Cherry, I got my daughter in the studio. Ugh.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward.
It is awkward. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Oh, yes, I'm just kidding. It's going to get a lot worse than Buck Cherry. It's time for another edition of your F My Life. These are emails sent to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But, of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can call us right now, 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362. And Powers and Veal Vegan will weigh in on your F My Life situation. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here's our first F My Life situation sent to me by Jill. This is embarrassing. She wrote, the other day while waiting on a customer at a restaurant, I accidentally asked the little person if she'd like a children's menu.
Ooh.
Yeah. F My Life, Veal Vegan.
Yeah.
Say it louder into the mic.
F My Life.
Okay, yes. What do you say, Powers?
That's about as embarrassing as it gets. I'd say that's an FML.
Yeah. You can't walk that one back. So definitely, Jill, I agree.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, all right. You got to be sensitive, though. Don't be insensitive. Your generation's super sensitive, right?
Yeah, but I feel like we have the best humor. Like,
yeah, you guys don't. All right, here's our next situation. Today, Eddie wrote, today I drove my drunk sister home after a wild night of partying. All right, she did not go to bed as expected. Instead, she laid in the bathtub and cried every time I left her. Now it's 3 a.m., and she's using her bra as a lasso for various objects in the room. The best part is I work in 4 hours. F My Life. What do you say, Powers?
Yeah, that's an F My Life.
Yeah, I agree on that one too. What do you say, Veal Vegan?
yeah, I agree too.
All right, F My Life, Eddie. Yeah, that sucks. Hopefully your sister doesn't do that again, but she will. All right, next situation sent to me by Jake. He wrote, today my wife told me alcohol gives me increased confidence without increased ability. F My Life. What do you say, Powers?
I assume they're talking about that bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, that's an F My Life.
Oh, now that you put it like that, yeah, I agree with you. What do you say, Veal?
Yeah, I agree with Powers.
Okay, good. Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, it just made it weird.
Yeah.
Jesus. I got my teenage daughter in studio, dude. Get it together.
This is on you.
All right, here's our next situation. We got 2 more left. The last one's the worst one. In fact, I'll ask Veal to leave the room. Sarah sent me the email. She said, today I walked out of my platonic coworker's office after he got my lunch order wrong. My exit line? Get your creamy pork sausage out of my taco. The entire bullpen started hooting and hollering. All right, poor choice of wording there. Is that enough My Life, Powers?
Oh, no, that's big, baby. That's just a fun time at the office.
All right, what do you say, Veal?
Weird.
What? What's that?
It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in the radio project. This is like we're out the ordering every single time. You understand my frustration now, Powers?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Here's our final F My Life of the day, sent to me by Annie. She wrote, today, while my boyfriend was giving me some hand love, he never cuts his nails. It felt like I was getting intimate with Wolverine. Yeah, oh no is right, ZeeCee Keeley. All right, we're on here in 3 seconds. Wrapping up the show. Rock 102.1 KFMA. I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the show. A special thank you to ZeeCee Keeley for coming in, hanging out with us, performing for us. First time, but not the last time. Thank you very much. People can find you on social media. Throw out all the plugs there, ZeeCee.
Yeah, so if you type in ZeeCee Keeley anywhere, ZeeCeeKeely, it's hard to pronounce but easy to spell. If you type that name anywhere, all of our stuff's going to pop up. We're the only people out there with a name like that, so it's really easy to find our stuff.
Nice, yes. And don't forget, Friday night is the video release party at Artabella. Saturday night is a live show with ZeeCee at Union Public House. So it's time for your beef tip, and we get into it. Earlier this morning, my daughter revealed to me that my ex said she left me because I'm fat and lazy. I asked the question on our Rock 102.1 Facebook page, what is the worst thing said to you during a breakup? And we got some doozies, you know. People were saying, like, Lizzie wrote that the moans were fake, or Becca wrote that I know that I've been abusive. That's what he said while he was breaking up with us. And
Jeez.
yeah, so here's my beef tip, okay? I'm not fat and lazy. That's it. And if you're fat, that means there's more to love. And I got like 5 jobs, bitch. What are you talking about, lazy?
Go hug your dad.
Yeah,
Go hug your dad
hug my
on the
dad.
street. That's right.
All
There
right.
you go.
If you're fat, that means you just got more to love. That's my beef tip to you. Enjoy it. Riley's up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
Give him a bigger hug.
Give
Bigger
me
hug
another
for the
hug.
street.
I need another hug.
Go get him a hug. Let's go. Let's go.
One more hug.
all your grief.
Oh.
But if you've been
No.
kind to dad, I will not cut all your teeth.
Get off me, Power.